What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a review slash setup video of my gaming setup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through everything I'm doing in order to put my videos on YouTube. I'm going to walk you through all the equipment that I use in order to put all my videos on YouTube. Right now I'm using my iPhone 6 Plus, and I have a little camera mount thing on my wall. That's what I'm using to take this with right now. So I apologize if the video quality isn't the best or the audio quality isn't the best. I don't have like a professional grade camera to use. I like using my phone because it's always on me, so that's kind of what I do. To start with, on the far left over here, I'm using my Mac Mini, and I have a few programs. I have my YouTube page pulled up on it right now. The programs I'm using on my Mac Mini are Photo Booth. I have the Elgato game capture software. I have Photoshop, and I have Final Cut Pro. So I'll get into those later. I'll do a fully detailed how I use the program, what I use each program for. Don't worry about it. I'm kind of just going down the line right now so you guys know what's coming in the rest of the video. So I have my Astro 850 headset. I got my Xbox One. I have, this is just a monitor. It's not off-brand. It's like hair or something like that. This is something I had laying around. I have my BenQ. This is a 27-inch model. It's a gaming monitor, if you don't know what a BenQ is. They're pretty good. I can do a review on that later if you want me to. But so far, I'm happy with it. It was about $200, but it was money well spent. There's absolutely no lag in this thing when you play an FPS game. So the input is really low, so you're crisp completely. I got my Logitech HD webcam right here. I use this over the camera, over any of the other cameras I have available to record my videos. This has an autofocus. It's just a really good camera. It's about $70 on Amazon. It has mics built into it as well. They're also really good. I'll cover each thing extensively whenever I draw the video in for you guys. Again, this is just the overview process. I got my Xbox 360 sitting right here so I can record my 360 games, and my Xboxes, both of them, are Halo editions, the Halo 5 and the Halo 4. Not in this room, I have my Halo Reach Xbox as well. Moving on, I got my Blue Microphones Snowball USB mic. This microphone is really good. I looked up a lot of reviews before I bought it, and it was really high on the list. So if you're looking at getting a microphone, I recommend buying a Blue. They work really well. Moving on, over here we have an iMac, which has the exact same programs I just listed off, guys, on my Mac Mini. Literally, it has Photoshop. It's got Final Cut on it. I use the Photo Booth on it. And then it's got the Elgato game capture software. And I almost forgot something. I'm glad I reminded myself. I have an Elgato HD60 game capture on this Xbox and this Xbox over here that you haven't seen yet. But they're back here, if you can't see them. They're HD60s. They work really well. They record perfect audio and video every time. It's the best game capture I've ever had. The worst game capture I ever had was a Dazzle, and they're pieces of crap, so don't ever buy one. Anything by Roxio or Dazzle, you're going to stay away from that. As far as I know, Elgato's the best, and I have absolutely no problems with it. I record my videos and I put them up in 720p just so they don't use up a lot of space, but it does it no problem. And I actually did my very last video, which was my review of the Astro A40s for the Xbox One. I did that in full 1080p, 60 frames a second, and I used that right there to do it. So it's capable of doing high quality video if you want it. It can't do 4K video, but it's a capture card. You shouldn't expect that from it. So we got the iMac again, same setup as the Mac Mini that we covered already. And then we got another BenQ right over here. And then we got an Xbox One right down here. It's just the regular Xbox One, nothing special about it. And then the Astro 840s aren't in this room right now, but if you look at my previous video, I reviewed them. They're the blue ones for the Xbox One. So that is it. That is the overview of my gaming free. Welcome back, guys. I'm glad you stuck around. All right, so we're moving on now to the Mac side of it right now. I'm actually on the iMac right now. I'm not using the Mac Mini. but I'm going to go over everything I have with you as far as programs on the iMac. Again, they're identical to the Mac Mini. Nothing changes. Literally, it's just the screen's bigger on the iMac, and the processor is a little bit better, and the RAM is a lot higher. So this is 8 gigabytes of RAM, i5. Okay, so we'll start off first with the Elgato Game Capture HD software. I'm going to go ahead and pull that up right now. Taking its time because it knows I need to have something on here. So my Xbox One is already on. So what's going to happen is, as soon as my Elgato registers that my Xbox is on, the screen's going to pull up right here. And I know it seems a little bit dark. You don't have to worry about that. My Xbox is just like in dim mode right now. If I move the controller real quick, should wake it up. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so you can see my screen right here. This is my Xbox One screen. This isn't a recorded video. Right now I'm strafing left and right with my directional pad. So I mean, you're getting what's on my Xbox right now. Okay, so the first thing I do in order to record a video, I make sure my settings are right, and I make sure my video is going to download where I want it to go. So what you want to do in order to make sure your video is set up the way you want to is you want to go to your Elgato Game Capture HD60 or whichever Elgato you're currently using, and you're just going to click this little like icon right here, and it's going to show you exactly what you're doing. So as you can see, my input device is my Xbox One. My input is an HDMI, and right now I'm doing 720p, and I'll open it up. I can do 1080p if I want to. As you can see, I am doing 60 frames a second right now with my recordings. I am not recording a video right now on my Elgato, but I'm just walking you through the settings and how I record my videos, because I want to be extensive with this, guys. I'm going to show you exactly what I do in order to make a video. I mean, literally every step by step. Right here in the settings option right here, I'm going to show you, I have my external. This is where I'm sending my video to. It's going into an untitled folder in the Game Capture library. Literally, I can click change, and I can change the location. Like, I can make my videos go to the desktop if I want to. Alright, the next thing I go to is my game volume. I have this toned just a little bit back from the neutral zone because whenever I do my audio recordings, I don't want the game to drown me out. I want to be more dominant than my game volume whenever I speak. So the next thing you want to go to is your live commentary setup, and this is where your microphone comes in handy. I'll show you right here. You want to turn down here. You're going to want to turn live commentary on. It's this little blue button. You just click it. See, I'll click it. It's off right now. Now it's on. So what you want to do is select your source. So I have the internal microphone that's built into the Mac. I have my blue Snowball, and I have my HD Pro webcam from the Logitech I was telling you about. So I like to use the blue because, again, it's the highest quality microphone I own. So that should be the microphone you're hearing my voice from right now. Again, it's a pretty good microphone, guys. And I showed you that in the video. Towards the end of it, what I'll do is I'll actually hold it up for you right now. Bam, here it is, the blue. I'm plugged in, so like I can't really spin it around all the way for you, but there it is. In order to set up the blue microphone, literally you just have to plug it in. It's a USB microphone. There's nothing special. You plug it in and it's ready to rock and roll. Okay, so moving on. All you need to do now is title your video, what game you're playing. It automatically defaults to Pac-Man. I was not playing Pac-Man. And then give a brief description about your video. And then all you have to do is hit the record button right here. Once it turns red, you're recording whatever is on your screen right now. And it's that simple. And when you have live commentary checked, if you have a microphone like the Snowball on, you're going to get your raw gameplay right here with whatever audio the game's producing, and then you're going to get your audio, your sound laid on top of that. So that's how I record my videos. But I go a step further whenever I record my videos. I like to put a visualization of me, like a window with me in it, so you can see how I react to like a situation in one of my videos. And so I'm going to go ahead and close the Elgato for now. If you have any questions about that, leave it in the comments. I'll gladly, anything you want to know about the Elgato, I can pretty much tell you. So we're going to close that out. It's going to go blank. There we go. All right, so the next thing I'm using right now is I'm using my photo booth, and I'm actually using the photo booth right now. I am using my camera right now in order to record this video for you. You can see me on screen looking at you, or looking at my camera, and then I'm looking at my camera. So I'm actually using the photo booth right now. That's all I'm using. I'm not using anything special. I'm literally just using the photo booth that was built into the Mac. So I'm going to minimize that so that my face isn't up here any longer. The next program I use is Photoshop. I do this, what I use Photoshop for is to edit my banners for my YouTube page, and then I also use it to make my thumbnails. So an example of that being, let's go to my thumbnails folder up here. And I actually have a Photoshop document pre-made in my thumbnail. So we're going to open Photoshop. I'm going to close this. And we're going to close Creative Cloud because it likes to open as soon as you open Photoshop. I hate that, but it does. So here we go. This is the template I use for my end card for my videos. This is what you're going to see at the end of all my videos. And literally, I made this in Photoshop. Literally, it's just a bunch of layers. As you can see, I can turn things on and off right here. My Mac's freaking out on me, but you can see I can go through here. I can turn all this stuff off. Like, everything will go away, and I no longer have an end card. And I can sit here and click, and everything will come back. So, if you're going to do YouTube, you should probably have an end card on your videos so that you can add videos to these little boxes right here. And if you don't know how to do that, that's okay, because I'm going to walk you through that later on whenever I get to the Final Cut Pro, because that's actually where I add the videos into this end card. But it's this simple, guys. I just use Photoshop. If you're not skilled at Photoshop, there's plenty of tutorial videos on YouTube on how to do this stuff. This was super basic. You gotta learn about 5 steps in order to make an end card like this. If you need me to make a video on how to actually build this end card, I'll gladly make one. Just leave it in the comments. It'll take like 10 minutes tops, and I can show you exactly how to build this. I do recommend, if you don't have Photoshop, you can download it for free from Adobe for 30 days. And if you want to cheat the system, all you have to do is roll back your time on your computer, and like, it never hits the 30 days. So yeah, you can do that if you want to. So if you don't have a video editing software, don't fret too much. Don't download it illegally, because that's bad. Go ahead and just download it from Adobe for free. That's my tip to you. Okay, so I'm going to close this now. The resolution for a thumbnail is 720p for YouTube, which is going to be 1080 by 720. Those are the pixel dimensions in which you want to, in which you're going to want to set your card up. So I'll give you an example. When you're in Photoshop right now, you click New. You want to create a new end card. Right now, my width is 1920 by 1080. So that is full 1080p HD. That is the size of the image that I will be able to create in Photoshop. So literally, all you have to do in order to get a 720p image is make your width 1080 by 720 high, and then you'll have a full HD resolution or a 720p HD resolution for your thumbnails, and that's what YouTube recommends as far as thumbnail size. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel, and then I'm going to close out Photoshop because we no longer need it. And this is the latest, don't save. This is the latest Photoshop. I'm going to close this out because it's Creative Cloud. So moving on, I use Notepad from time to time when I want to write things down. No big whoop. We're going to go ahead and click Final Cut Pro now. So with Final Cut Pro, it is a pretty tricky, like, learning this program by yourself. Probably going to be taxing unless you're just awesome. As you can see right here, I am using on my iMac the trial version. It says Final Cut Pro Trial will expire after 30 days. And I just hit OK. Final Cut Pro is a very expensive program. So I hit OK. The Mac wants to embarrass me, so it doesn't do anything. So here we go. What I have right here is the last video that I edited. It goes right back to my last project. So it literally opened it up for me, which is awesome because I can now walk you through it. So in order to use Final Cut Pro, you're going to open this up. You're going to start a new, you're going to go to File, you're going to go to New, Project. And then it's going to leave you with a blank timeline. This is your timeline. As you can see, I got things going across it right now. You're going to have a blank timeline. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to go to File, you're going to go to Import, and you're going to go to Media. And wherever your media is stored on your computer, whether that's on your desktop or whatever, you're just going to draw the media in. And as soon as you do that, like I imported my Photoshop, or the Photoshopped in card. So there it is. Literally all I have to do now is take this and drag it into my timeline, which I have that right here, as you can see. It's as simple as that. Whenever you want to move media. And to save a project, it doesn't come right out and tell you, but all you have to do is go to File, and then you go to Share, and you go to Master File. And whenever you go to Master File, you're going to, I'll go ahead and show you exactly what I do, so that you get a good quality photo or file, because like it will try and save a ridiculously big file or a ridiculously small file if you don't pay attention. So go to Settings, and you're going to want to change your format to computer. You're going to want your video code to be better quality, resolution, whatever resolution you wanted to record that video in. Like I said, guys, I normally record in 720. This last video I did 1080p, full HD, 60 frames a second. I wanted to make a really crisp video and test out the max power as far as like how fast it could process the video at the end of it. So there it is right there. All you have to do is change the resolution up and down. It's real easy to do. No big tricks. Literally all you have to do is hit next now. It'll tell you your file size, and where you want it to go is the desktop. And bam, once you get this all set up the way you want it, that's all you have to do in order to save a file. So what I did here, I'll walk you through it, is I grabbed the clip, let's say this one right here. This is the clip. As you can see, it's making weird noises. But this is a clip I used up top. So all I had to do was drag that into my timeline. I actually didn't use this clip on top first, because if you put this clip on the bottom, you're going to have to take the main clip, which you're using, and shrink it down, and it doesn't work very well. So what I did was I took my main video, which is right here, A40. It's actually right here. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong one. But this is my main video. This is what I recorded first. So I took that and I dragged it right here into the timeline. As you can see, it's right there. The whole video is right here. Next, what I did, whenever I start my videos, and you should do this too, it's as a tip, it would be super, super helpful to you starting out. What you're going to want to do is, if you're going to record dual, like screen-in-screen video like I do, what you're going to want to do is you're going to need an audio cue and you're going to need a visual cue in order to get your two videos synced up so that they play right on your timeline. What I do in the beginning of my videos, you don't see it on here because I cut it off the front of it, but what I do is I say 1, 2, 3, and then I go, hey guys, and I start my video. That's all you have to do, because both of your recordings are now going to have an audio and a visual cue. Your game footage isn't going to have your visual cue, but that's where your audio cue comes in. Now you can take your visual footage of like your recording of yourself, and you can pause it right there at the 3, and you can listen on your game footage, and you can pause it right there at the 3. Then you're going to do is you're going to take your blade tool, which is located right here, and you're going to find, let's assume it was right here, you're going to cut, you're going to go down here, you're going to cut, then you're going to grab these right here with the select tool, you're going to just select right here, and then you're going to just hit delete, and they're going to be gone. Then both of your clips are going to be synced up so that you can use them. And again, I'm sorry if I'm going a little bit too far. Like I want to be really extensive for my gaming setup. And I want to show you guys exactly how I do everything. So, and again, if you have any questions at the end of it, feel free to leave them in the comments. Okay, so it's kind of a tutorial on everything. The ultimate tutorial. I don't know if that's what I'm going to call this video or not, but it's catchy. Alright, so we have both our main videos in the timeline, like so. The next thing I do is whenever you lay a video like this one, right, it's right here currently. Make my mouse big. Whenever you lay a video over the top of another video, it's going to literally lay it on top of the other video. It's going to cancel out this video right here because this video is the only one that's going to be seen. So what you have to do is you have to select it in your timeline. You're going to go up here to video, and then you're going to go to transform. Once you click on transform, that will allow you to change the size of your video. It's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys have used it before. If you have, great. But see, I can literally just resize the video to whatever size I want it to be. And then, once I find the right size for the video, I can just take it and put it wherever I want. And I wanted it right here for this video. So it's that simple. Now, what I need to do once I get these things lined up is I need to determine what audio source I want to use. I recorded this video right here with my phone, so I didn't want to use the audio source for that one. So what I did is I clicked on that video, I went up here to audio, and I just turned it all the way down. That was all I did. I went back to this one, and I just turned it right about just over half, and that's where I wanted my audio to be. This is the one I used my snowball with, and then I used my webcam to record this. So yeah, that's literally what I did. So let's go to the end of the timeline here. What I did now, in order to do my end card, that's the end card you saw in Photoshop. So literally what I did at this point is I took this video right here, I cut it right there where you see the end of it is, right here. Alright, I cut it and I just shrank it down using that video feature I showed you guys earlier. And then I replaced it right here. And the reason I cut it was because I didn't want it to interfere with this video right here. So if I would have tried to shrink it at this point, it would have shrank the entire video. So that's why I broke the timeline right here. I shrank it down. So it stayed in the same place, but I just shrank it down. So what I've done now is I have my card, I have my face right here where I want it to be, and I have no videos at this point right here. At this point, we're just getting into this. So how you get the videos to appear right here is exactly the same way I just showed you on the other steps. You take a clip like this one right here from one of my previous videos. I just highlight about 30 seconds of it, and I drag it to the timeline, and I just drop it on top, like right here specifically. So we're gonna click this right here. This is the clip. Literally these clips right here, I just literally dropped on top of my timeline bar. What I did is I just even them out. You can do that by like just grabbing the end of it. Always grab too much. Don't ever grab too little. So grab like a 40-second clip, and then like you can shrink it down using this slider right here. And that's what I did in this case, so that everything was even. But I literally just took the video, I put it in my timeline, and again it filled up the entire screen right here whenever I did that. So what I did now is I just shrank it down like I showed you before with the video. And once I shrink it down, I just disable the audio on the videos as well, because I don't want you to hear that. I want you to hear what's going on right here in this timeline video. And literally all I did was drag the two clips I needed. I imported them like I showed you earlier. I literally just hit File, and then I hit Import, and I dragged those into my like pool right here of media. And then I just, like I said, I highlighted about 30 seconds. Sorry about that. I highlighted about 30 seconds of each one of the clips I wanted, and I just drug that into the timeline. I didn't want the full I didn't want the whole video file, so I just highlighted about 30 seconds of it. Literally all you gotta do to highlight a video is real simple. Is you just click these little sidebars, slide it wherever you want it, and then bam, you've got however much video you need. And it tells you right here as you're sliding how much you're grabbing. So like that's 24 seconds. It's that easy, guys. And you just drag it, drop it, and then once you get to right here, you literally place them where you want to, and that's it. That's all you have to do. Now your video is going to run smoothly, just like you wanted it to. You can see this is my secondary video where I was showing the rest of the headset. I didn't want to get rid of that. So what I did is I just let it drop down here to the bottom of the timeline, and all this stuff right here is just covering it up. So that video is still in the file. It's just behind my end card right here, and you can't see it. And I've already disabled the audio of it on it, so you won't hear anything from it. But that's exactly how I make my end card in this right here. So once you're done with that, guys, you literally just have to go to File. You have to hit Share, Master File, like I showed you earlier, and then like let it process. Once it goes to the desktop, you're going to it'll just open itself in QuickTime, and it's ready to go at that point. Like it's ready to be thrown on YouTube. So once we get to that point, I'm gonna go ahead and close Final Cut now.
Alright, so once you get to that point, you've got a video that's done. And I don't have one on the desktop right now, but I keep those videos in my uploads folder. Here is the A40. This is the last video I did. So once you have that video that's finished, all you have to do is go to YouTube. So we're going to go to Google real quick. You're going to click on your YouTube page. So I'm going to go to TODxSNIPER. Alright, and then literally all you have to do is hit the upload button, which is right here. Once you hit upload, I'll go to it, and you select your file, you're just going to drag it into right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select my file. I'm going to go to Uploads, A40, and I already have this video on YouTube, so it shouldn't let me actually add it again. I'm just doing this for the sake of the video. I'll close this web browser out in a minute so that it doesn't try and fully process it. But here it is right here. This is it. I have predetermined like speech or like text right here. I always change it around a little bit for each video, but I just have a general like saying I want to put in my description. And if you want me to make a video on how I have my YouTube channel set up, leave it in the comments and I can make that too. It's really easy. Here's some tags that I have like preset to all my videos. The reason you want to have tags in your video is because it helps people find your video. So like I have TODxSNIPER, so if you type my name, all my videos should pop up. I have Allier's name right here because most, like if you don't know who Allier is, he's probably the most famous YouTube channel for Call of Duty on YouTube. So when people type in Allier, maybe they'll see one of my videos if there's a relevance between one of his and mine. I do the same thing with iJustine, Optic Gaming, Nadeshot, FaZe. I don't know why Clan is there. Don't really need that, but Campy. He's a Halo guy, but yeah, your tags are important. So on a video like this right here, I would put like gaming setup as a tag, review, detailed description. Those would be some of the tags I would use. Walkthrough, iMovie, Photoshop. I would use HD60, my Elgato. I would use Photo Booth. I'll put all those things in my tags so that when someone's searching those things, potentially my video would pop up. So we processed our video. It's done. We're ready to go. I'm just going to go ahead and re-click this. Yes, I would like to leave the page. Our video's done. All right. For the sake of time, our video's done. Here it is right here. And that right there, that image is a custom thumbnail I made in Photoshop. And again, if you want me to do a tutorial on how I make that in Photoshop, I don't mind. Just let me know in the comments. But I made a custom thumbnail. I recommend making custom thumbnails because they stand out amongst the crowd. I like to use bright colors in mine because like it's eye-catching. It's really helpful to do that. I failed with my tutorial videos on the tips and tricks for Halo 5. I did not use bright colors. It was a mistake. So moving on, our video's done. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on our video. I'm going to go ahead and pause this because it's my last video. If you want to see what goes on in this video, just go ahead and click on it. It's on my YouTube page. So my next step is to add annotations to my video. And that's right here. When you click on your own video, it's going to give you options in your Creator Studio. And I add annotations to my video. And annotations are the things you see at the end of your video, specifically right here. Let me go ahead and drag my timeline right here into my annotations. So right here at the end of the video, why I add annotations to my videos is so that you can click on these windows and or these images and have links to them. So if you watch my video and you say, oh, I see something interesting in this one, what I do is I add an annotation to the video. And you're not actually clicking on the video itself, you're clicking on this little highlighted box that's around my video. But what it does is it's got a link, that box has a link to the actual video that's playing right there. So it's a little bit of work, but you know, it allows you to quickly navigate my videos and it helps me get views and subscribers. So it's worth the amount of time you take to do that. If you're going to do YouTube videos, make sure you add annotations. And if you, like I said, if you want me to do a YouTube video setup, I can show you exactly how to add annotations to your video and make them work perfectly. I'm not going to do that right now, but again, that's what I do. Like I said, if you want me to do a YouTube video setup, I have no problems doing it. Just leave a comment in the box below. I'll gladly make that video. If one person leaves that comment, I'll make the video because that means I can help one person out. moving on. There's my dog barking because it sucks. So we put a video on YouTube, guys. We're done. Now you guys can watch a video. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this browser out. The last thing I want to cover with you is how I recorded my screen. There's no special program I use. It literally comes pre-built into your. I'm gonna go ahead and close Photoshop. It comes pre-built into your Mac or your Apple computer. Literally, it's just QuickTime. QuickTime is open right now, and you can see it's open right here. It's not playing a video, but QuickTime has the ability to record your screen built into it. You don't need any software. It comes on your computer. Literally, I can't start a new screen recording right now because I am in a screen recording right now. That's how I'm showing you exactly what I'm doing right now. As far as Windows goes, you're probably going to need to get your own screen recording software if you want to record your screen on your computer. It kind of sucks that they don't have that built into like Windows Movie Maker, but that's the case. This is why I use Apple computers, because they have more versatility when it comes to this type of work that I'm doing. Or like, not work, fun. This type of fun that I'm making. Yes, like literally all I have to do to stop this screen recording is right click and then hit quit. Or stop screen recording, and it'll save my file. That's all I've done in order to show you everything I've got right here, guys. That is as far as the computer goes. That's everything. That is everything I do in order to get my videos on YouTube. And again, if you want a product review of the Snowball, if you want a product review of the BenQ, I already have the Astros and the A40s on there, so check those out if you want to see what they're about. If you want a product review of the iMac, whatever, I can do that. I don't know how, but I'll do it. Again, thanks so much for watching the video. This is a very lengthy video, but I wanted to be very detailed in my description of how I do things. I don't think I left anything out, but again, if there's something you want to see, like if you want to see how the Elgato's hooked up, or if you want to see anything that I covered in this video, if I didn't cover something in this video, if you just have a question, go ahead and ask it in the comments, please. I do reply to my comments. I like all my comments that are replied to because it's very important to me. It makes me really happy whenever I see that someone, I just got a comment on one of my Halo videos. It was a tips and tricks for Plaza. Guy told me that it really helped him out in matchmaking. That made me feel awesome. I'm like, yes, this video was important to somebody. So if there is something you want to know, or if you liked this video, smash the like. If you like what I'm about and you like the videos that I produce so far, if this is your first video, welcome. I intend to make more. But if you like the videos that I produce so far, please hit the subscribe button. It means a lot to me. It's a reward. Every time I see a subscriber, it's a new subscriber, it's like a reward for me. It's like, yes, you are doing something that matters. So thanks again for watching the video, guys. Again, I'm sorry it was so lengthy. I'm going to go edit my video now the same way I just showed you how to do it yourselves. Have a great day, and I'll see you online later.